Kombo Abel, nimerudi kama kawa kama dawa leo mazee, nitongea kitu serious. Mimi nimechoka mazee. Mimi nimechoka kuona Waafrika vile tunaishi mazee. Tuachane na hizi ujinga mazee. Nimechoka sisi tuna elect mafala. Tunapatia watu wanaturula hao jinga wajui chochote. Hii si matusi lakini ukweli. Tusidanganyane hapa lakini wewe. Afrika itabadilika lini? Wajua hii swali bado watu wanauliza lakini hakuna mtu amesimama akasema tubadilike. Sijui ni lini. Bado tunaonekana yani sisi we are uncivilized people. Yani tunaonekana yani kambe yani we cannot think. Yani tunaonekana kambe hata maumbo akili zao zinatushinda. Hivyo ndio watu wanafikiria. Alafu tunaweka watu Afrika kwa country, mnaweka wenye masuti na English nyingi. Alafu ukiangalia pale ambapo yaishi hiyo country yake imejaa maslums, imejaa uchafu, wanaitu wanatembea na uchafu, macho red, yani vumbi, barabara chafu, alafu uizi mwingi. Na pia uko kwa parliament na kwa hiyo government pia. Hakuna mtu si mwizi, tusidanganyane hapa. Hakuna Afrika uweke tu mti, yani uweke tu mtu akwe head of state ama akwe governor ama ambaka, hakuna mtu yuko timamu. Tusidanganyane hapa. Tusidanganyane. Sasa mimi nataka kuonyesha kwa nini haya ambayo naongea ni ukweli. Kwa vile kuna watu ni bilionea Kenya lakini bado tuna maslums. Hata sitaki kuongea sana. Sasa tuingie kwa the most richest people. Top 10 richest people in Kenya.
It's common knowledge that Elon Musk is the world's wealthiest man and Aliko Dangote Africa's richest. But after that, no one really pays much attention to who is wealthy in their very own countries. In our opinion, no one can be blamed since we all are trying to get through life and live a comfortable life as much as we can, and so we pay little attention to the less obvious things. Well, it won't hurt to find out those who disproportionately influence our economy, politics, and philanthropy. In today's discussion, we will talk about the top 10 wealthiest men in Kenya, according to the most recent ranking.
Top 10, lakini bado kuna slums wamekaa hapo na English nyingi, masuti,
brief biography and more. As we all know, wealth is measured as the total value of all financial and non-profit assets minus the total value of all liabilities owned by an individual. With Kenya being the country with the highest GDP in East Africa, it has become necessary to share with you the list of the top 10 richest men in Kenya. Many businesses were forced to close as a result of the COVID-19 lockdown, resulting in a global impact and a significant reduction in most businessmen's net worth, particularly those whose revenue sources were directly touched by the coronavirus epidemic. As they say, tough situations, on the other hand, do not last. But tough people do. Those who managed to survive bore the list of Kenya's top 10 richest men. 10. Adil Shah, $290 million. Kenya is
$290 million.
A successful businessman. Nakumatt Holdings Limited is the parent company of Nakumatt Supermarkets, the largest privately owned supermarket chain in the African Great Lakes region, with branches in Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, and Rwanda. He serves as the managing director and chief executive officer of Nakumatt Holdings Limited. Nakumatt Supermarkets is the largest privately owned supermarket chain in the African Great Lakes area. As of September 2014, the retail business operated 50 hours. The retail business operated 50 outlets across 4 countries, had annual sales of more than $650 million, and employed over 7,000 people. Adil Shah, the managing director and CEO of Nakumatt Holdings Limited, is the first name on this list. Adil Shah is one of Kenya's top 10 richest persons, with an estimated net worth of $290 million.
$290 million. Able to fall.
Who was born in 1942 and is also known as S.K. Macharia, is the $365 million. Samuel Kamamacharia, who was born in 1942 and is also known as S.K. Macharia, is the founder of Royal Media Services in Kenya and serves
Royal Media Services is the largest privately owned
radio and television network in Eastern Africa. He has used his fortune to gain control of the media in Kenya, and since he has purchased so many frequencies, everyone who wants to start a radio station is required to consult with him first.
Citizen TV and Radio Citizen
are the companies that best represent Royal Media Services as a whole. In 2012, Forbes magazine published a list of the top 10 millionaires to watch, and Macharia was included on the list of the 50 most influential Africans in the 2013 Africa Report. The 2015 Eastern Africa Host and Young Entrepreneur Lifetime Achievement Award was bestowed upon him in recognition of his accomplishments. His net wealth is reported to be at $365 million, and he owns multiple television and vernacular radio stations. Macharia is also interested in other industries, such as agriculture, real estate, and finance. He is well known in Kenya and Eastern Africa as one of the millionaires. 8. Chris Karubi and his family. $400 million.
$400 million. Hata si shilingi. Zote hapo zimewekwa hapa ni madola. Sio umetoa wapi hizo pesa?
Industrialist.
Hao watu wametoa wapi hizo pesa?
Of Murang'a on the 20th of August 1941 and passed away on the 14th of June 2021. The Centum Investment Company was a business conglomerate, and he was the company's most significant individual shareholder. He served as the director of the company. He was an astute businessman, entrepreneur, and industrialist who tries to build money through commercial ventures. He worked with Centum Investment as a director. He presided over Kenya DHL Express Limited, Kenya Hako Industries Limited, International House Limited, Karuna International Limited, Nairobi Butlers Let,
Underground.
East Africa Limited, Capital FM 98.4. He is ranked 8th among Kenya's top 10 richest people. He had a net worth of around $400 million USD. Unfortunately, he died in the middle of 2021 at the age of 80.
$400 unaweza kuunda town mpya Kenya.
Uhuru Kenyatta, $500 million.
Unaweza unda Nairobi mpya, wacha yabo tunayo sasa.
His full name is Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, is a Kenyan businessman and politician who was elected president of Kenya in 2013. He was born on October 26, 1961 in Nairobi, Kenya, and holds a number of government posts prior to his election in 2013. In 2017, he won another term in office. Uhuru Kenyatta, who comes from an affluent family, has always lived luxuriously. He managed his father's billion-dollar fortune, which he seemed to have inherited. He is the current president of Kenya and has an estimated net worth of $500 million. He has been president since 2013, and his companies span industries such as insurance, hotels and tourism, banking, education, farming, and so on. 6. Nashed and Murali, CBS was the founder of the Kenyan mobile service provider Kensal, along with French media giant. Merrily became famous in an almost folk tale for a corporate boardroom maneuver that earned him a $20 million profit in 1 hour thanks to preemptive rights of his stake in private telecom company Kensal Kenya in 2004. He attended Highway Secondary School in the suburbs of Nairobi, Kenya. As one of Kenya's leading industrialists, Murali brought commercial development in Kenya for more than 30 years and was constantly expanding his businesses throughout East Africa. Nasha and Morali is Kenya's sixth richest individual with an estimated net worth of $600 million. He is a businessman and founder of Kensa, a mobile service provider in Kenya. He also serves as the chairman of the Samir Group, a Kenyan conglomerate involved in construction, agribusiness, finance, and information technology. Nasha was a key shareholder and board member of Airtel Telecoms until selling his interests and stepping down from the board. He is still one of Kenya's wealthiest individuals and is well known throughout Africa. 5. Pimji Dapar Shah $700 million. Pimji Dapar Shah is a Kenyan businessman with a net worth of over $700 million. He is the head of the Bidco Group of Enterprises, a family-owned manufacturing conglomerate centered in Kenya with operations in 13 African nations. Bidco Africa is the leading maker of fast-moving consumer goods in East Africa. Bidco manufactures soap and has expanded its company to include edible oil refining. This company now has branches across 17 African countries and is the largest producer and marketer of consumer goods in East Africa. This massive growth of the company has greatly contributed to the net worth of Pimji Dapar Shah, who has an incredible net worth of $700 million, which comfortably makes him one of the richest men in Kenya. The BIDTO Africa Group developed and opened a $200 million industrial park in 2019. His son Vimal Shah, who is currently the chairman of this company and CEO of Bidco Oil Refineries, also ranks high as one of the richest men in Kenya. Mama Ngina Kenyatta is the fourth richest person in Kenya, with a net worth of $1 billion. She is the richest lady in East Africa, with a sizable investment in real estate. 3. The Biwat's $1.1 billion. $1 billion comes in third position on this list of Kenya's wealthiest persons. Late Nicholas Biwat, often known as Total, was one of Kenya's wealthiest persons before his death in 2017. Though he passed away, his family remained on the list. At one time, Biwat was a very powerful cabinet minister during the presidency of Daniel Arap Moi. He passed away at the age of 77 in hospital in Nairobi after a long battle with an illness that he had been battling for quite some time. It was widely believed that Biwat controlled one of the largest fortunes in Kenya. He was widely regarded as having been one of the most successful businessmen in Kenya. He has in the past suggested that Forbes do an assessment of his wealth, but after initially expressing interest in doing so, he quickly changed his mind and cited personal considerations as the basis for his decision. Biwat was the owner of the prominent Yani Center in Nairobi, which is now known as a landmark shopping center at the time of his passing. In addition to his involvement in other businesses, he owned Air Kenya. The Biwat family has a net worth significantly less than Mr. Telecom, one of Ghana's top 10 richest men, with an aggregate net worth of roughly $1 billion. Bitwat was a politician, philanthropist, and businessman who owned a premier group of companies, Tourism Investment, and Yaya Center, all of which were valued at millions of dollars. Biwat's family has continued to manage his investment and remains one of Kenya's wealthiest.
We are only 47, I don't know, million. What one $1 billion?
2. Manu Chandaria has a net worth of $1.7 billion. Manu Chandaria is a renowned Kenyan businessman, industrialist, and entrepreneur. He is of Indian descent, though fully a Kenyan born in Nairobi. Manu Chandaria has his popularity relying on the $1 billion enterprise, where he is the senior member known as Comfort Group of Companies, which has had its presence in more than 40 countries globally. He has received several awards following the success he has had in the business field. His company is mainly known to operate fully in Eastern Africa, involving operations as Mababa Rolling Mills, Kaloko Works Limited, and Insteel Limited in Kenya. Uganda Body Limited, together with Shumuk Aluminium, is situated in Uganda, while the Metal Products Limited and Aluminium Africa Limited are located in Tanzania.
Tunatoa hizi ma challenge ambazo tunazo nyumbani
has an estimated net worth of $1.7 billion. This comes from his successful career in the family enterprise operating as the company. The multi-billion company operates in more than 40 countries, having huge success. He owns his house in Muthaiga, Kiambu County, neighboring Nairobi. In addition to this, he drives one of the most expensive cars in lavish life, being one of the richest Kenyans. Manu Chandaria is a well-known businessman, industrialist, and entrepreneur in the East African nation of Kenya. Although he was born in Nairobi, Kenya, he holds full Kenyan citizenship despite having Indian ancestry. The fame that Manu Chandaria stems from the fact that he is the senior member of the billion-dollar organization known as Comcraft Group of Companies, which has established a presence in more than 40 countries around the world. As a result of the achievements he has accomplished in the world of business, he has been honored with multiple accolades. His business is primarily recognized for its full-scale operations in Eastern Africa, which include Mabadi Rolling Mills, MRM, Kaloku Works Limited, and InSteel Limited in Kenya. His company is also known as InSteel Limited. Uganda Body Limited and Shumuk Aluminium both have their headquarters in Uganda, whereas Tanzania is home to the Metal Products Limited and Aluminium Africa Limited. According to estimates, Manu Chandaria's net worth. 1. Moy family, $3 billion.
$3 billion.
The Moy family is the wealthiest
$3 billion
family
per account,
with a stake in over 8 different industries, including agriculture, insurance, banking, manufacturing, and so on. The Moy family is believed to be the richest in Kenya, with a net worth of more than $3 billion. Much of this money was amassed during the late Daniel Arap Moi's 24-year presidency of Kenya.
Tunajua alienda kwani si familia yake bado yaishi. Si Kenya inaweza kubaki hapo ikaniangalia tuunde Kenya tuweke tusajishe pesa tutoe maskini. Hakuna.
His family amassed a great fortune.
Maleaders wetu wote tu ni English nyingi, uongo mwingi na promises za uongo na alafu baadaye
media, banking, and manufacturing.
Kupigania kai kwa kiti for long.
We are through with the list.
That is the only African mentality.
Kenya's richest. Many of us can argue that knowing this information doesn't help us in any way. You are not wrong. Knowing this gives us an opportunity to dream and more drive to pursue our dreams. If our fellow brothers and sisters have done it,
we don't think about knowledge and power.
Thank you for watching. If you love this video, don't forget to hit the like button. If this video made you believe you too can be wealthy, you can pursue your knowledge in the comment section. Subscribe and turn on notifications for more amazing content.
Tutashikana nao maybe 2,000 years after. Okay. Sasa nilikuwa nataka nionyeshe kitu nyingine hapa ya slums. Nataka niwaonyeshe hapa sasa. Tumeona marichi hapa, si ndio? Haya. Sasa tuangalie vile Kenya inafanana.
In the heart of Nairobi, amidst the chaos and contradictions, lies a place
angalia life ya wananchi sasa.
Kibera.
Tushona marichi tuone wanaweza fanya nini hapa.
Largest and most vibrant slums. As I weave my way through the maze of tin roof shanties, amidst the struggles of poverty, this place is where hope battles adversity and resilience shines through the cracks. For many of the people that reside here, this is home.
Sisi pia akili zetu pia first kabla we don't need politics in Africa, we don't need it. Bado tunabaki hivi, angalia vile tunaishi. Hii ni 2023.
Kevin here is going to show me around his ends.
Hii ni 2023 my friend.
The origins of Kibera, how it became.
Hiyo ni Kibera. Tumesikia kuja ifanywe estate.
Kevin grew up here and he's going to be my guide.
Lakini bado we are 2023, bado I don't see any estate hapa.
Yes, I'm Kevin. I've been doing a Kibera slum tour since 2010 with the help of Ron Dawida. And by now I'm doing now for myself. In 2010 I was doing for a friend, Ron Dawida, the homestay and some of the few companies. But now I'm doing my own. I started doing my own since 2018.
Right.
Until now. And also I'm a community leader. I do some few projects within the community just to support, and also I do part of leadership in part of Kibera and Langata leadership. Yeah.
So how old is Kibera slums then?
It's you see, Kibera was constructed. When they were constructing the railway. People came from rural area coming here to settle.
Oh, yeah, that's an interesting story. So what okay, so the question will be, what's the origins of Kibera then?
The origin, the Nubians. There's a community called Nubians. They're the one who came to stay here. It was a forest. And then they named it Kibera.
Take vile chafu mazee yani. Wengine na masuti na 2 billion in account.
So there was a construction. So people
alafu take underground. Hapo ni underground sasa.
And make a structure.
Manyumba mabati kuna nuka barabara mazee. Oh yeah, 2023.
And then it started growing because now it is only the way when you want to come to Nairobi.
No wonder watu bado wanatutemea mate vile tunaishi.
Food in the houses, present.
You only elect fools.
What I was saying.
It was very cheap.
Food and the houses, they are very cheap. So people are coming from.
You see our fools, people who have money and they don't do nothing.
Right.
To get a job.
This shows how coward we are, mazee.
Many people settle here. Yeah.
Shows how what's
and
wrong.
that's how this community started.
Yani our IQ yani mazee yani no. Yani sijui ni lini tutabadilika. Yani hii ni 2023 my friend.
Right.
Mimi nachukua video nyingine ya 2025 kama nitakuwa Mungu akinisaidia bado niko hai. Uone kama itabadilika. Bado itakuwa hivi. Siku za Moi alikufa mpaka sasa hivi. Tuone kama itabadilika.
On the other side, this is just very new.
Yeah.
Up there. Yeah. It's just 3 years old.
Yeah. And is that part of Kibera as well? Those new houses?
Yes, that's part of Kibera.
So is it fair for me to say that the community is changing?
Yes, the community is changing. In fact, now the government is doing upgrading. The upgrading started in 2007, and then
upgrading, but I don't see anything. Watu wanaongea tunakuna kitu. They are not serious. There is nobody is serious in Africa.
So
there is no leader is serious really.
Because the government is doing the upgrading.
Ni kufanya vitu vidogo nje wananchi waone huyo ameanza kujenga hapa kidogo. Yani kufunga watu macho.
Because of doing
hawafanyi the full work. Wanafanya ile small work ndio wafanye yani wananchi wapige kura bado. That is hiyo ndio trick. Hakuna kitu watajenga tu nyumba hapo tudogo yani nini. They never do full work.
High school.
Real leader do full work. You don't play around. Mimi kwa leader mazee. Mimi hakuna ujinga mazee. Kwanza uko ndani ya parliament. Kumeja pia waizi wengi kudanganyi. Tunaenda kwa kila kampuni itoe pesa hapo. Tuanze kutoa hii Kibera. Tuweke ma estate. Hakuna ujinga, hakuna kwenda kuchukua sijui pesa kwa China.
So this is the main gate of our house. And the 3 siblings was saying the
marich wote tunawafuata huko. Tunaambia bro, wewe unaishi hapa lakini mpaka haiwezekani. We don't live good here. Kuna wananchi aishi vizuri.
If you could have come in the morning.
Mpaka mtoe pesa zenu kwa account, muweke pamoja. Hakuna disiji kuchukua disiji. Sijui uende ukachukue sijui aitwaje hii. Sijui aitwaje hii.
Depends on who you come
ushuru. No. Nenda kwa watu marich wenye 2 billion waambie angalia it's like this. You guys you have to remove 500 million, you 500 million, 500 million. We want to build estate and hakuna sahi Afrika ama Kenya. We don't want too much talking sahi. Sahi we need action. Too much talking mazee is enough. Hatutaki mtu kuongea sana. Kuongea sana imetusinya bado. Say Kenya ni action.
So I did
Africa zima now is no time of talking sahi. Watu wametudharau yani continentizo zingine wametudharau vibaya. Mpaka to wengine mpaka Afrika wanaangalia hizo mitaro. Uchafu kweli. Mpaka Waafrika mazao wanatoroka kwao wanaogopa kurudi Afrika tena.
In fact start
wengi wao nikafanya nini Afrika? Nikafanya nini nyumbani? Na hiyo mashida yote. Na hii mitaro chafu hiyo na sijui nikafanya nini huko. Wengi wao wanaogopa kurudi nyumbani. Juu life iko hivi. Hii vile unaona kwa hii kamera. life noma huko.
Jambo. So how many schools?
Kama uko Ulaya,
The schools are many. The schools are many. The CBO schools.
Usisahau kurudi nyumbani.
The government schools also are there, but
huko ukajenge mazee. Sisi ambao tuko Ulaya tunatakana tukue pamoja tu. Hakuna leader huko Kenya atambua iko serious. Sisi ambao tuko hapa majuu. Wale ambao wamesomea doctor.
The statistics says that
wa Kenya ambao wamesomea udokta, wamesomea uloya, wamesoma nini? Tunakuja pamoja. Tunakuja pamoja, tunasema angalia, it's like this. Kenya ni sisi tuiunde. Hakuna leader ataunda. Tusidanganyane hapa. Leader yoyote ataenda akachukue sijui, akachukue madeni ama atachukua tu ushuru nyingi kwa wananchi. That is the only way. Hakuna kitu hata Raila angefanya hivyo. Tusidanganyane. Elvin angefanya kuchukua nini deni ndio apatie watu 6,000 every month. Wala mbona kazi kwa vile hizo pesa atatoa wapi? Ni deni tu. Ama chukua ushuru. There is no other way, my friend. Ni ushuru ama deni ukachukue. Na ukichukua deni is a debt trap. Hiyo ni trap yani. Yani sisi ni sasa ni mapanya tunangoja sijui nini. Alafu kuna trap pale ya cheese. Tukienda tu kuuma hiyo cheese tumeshikwa yani kama hivyo.
This was donated by a friend from Romania who came for the
check vile wanaishi underground, my friend. Tumeona wale wenye $2 billion. Si shilling dollars. Hiyo pesa zote hawezi kutoa Kibera. Tusidanganyane. And then alafu mimi nitaonyesha video fulani, yani kijana tu kama mimi. Jamaa tu kijana nafikiri ametoka huku nafikiri Amerika. Kijana young. Oh my God. Ameenda Kenya kwa village, amechimba yani ya maji.
Wow.
Ambao hakuna leader mpaka sasa amefanya.
That's positivity. Yes. You know, there's always a silver lining.
Hao watu wenye $2 billion Kenya hawafanyi kama huyo kijana. Mbona ndio kijana tu ya kama mimi. Ameenda amesaidia ma village huko Kenya. Nitaonyesha hiyo. Yani is a big shame maze kwa leaders.
Trying to do some cleaners.
A young boy doing that and you as a leader you cannot do that.
Oh, we can go.
Na ni watu wazima na akili zao na wameenda skuli na madegree na English nyingi. But lakini kufanya kazi hamuwezani. Mnajua tu only too much English.
Yes, I know about ugali. Skuma wiki.
Lakini kufanya kazi hawawezi. Hakuna, mimi sikudanganya, hakuna mmoja wao.
The preparation of food is here. And then they eat in class.
Okay.
Yeah, they use. Take vile wanaishi huko. Take wenzetu hao wa Kenya vile wanaishi.
There's fire inside.
Yeah.
They were using.
Eti bado tunaishi hivi. Yatakana sasa tuna makukas.
They've used it now.
Wakenya wote kwa majikoni zao na makuka. Ambazo zinatumia electric, si gas, electric. Hivyo. Don't play around. Hivyo ndio tutakana tuna change. Hakuna Mkenya yoyote hadi nchi mzima kitchen yake eti ni hivi makuni. Hiyo you have to stop maze. Sasa ni time ya kustop hii ujinga na mavitanda kama hizi. Yani tunaishi hivi vitanda kama hizi ambazo zinaumiza hata watoto mgongo. Alafu unapata viatu hapo na English nyingi na $2 billion wana mdomo mkubwa kwa news na masuti. Kwa Afrika hapa I swear maseo ya. Hakuna
Maths, come on. You're going to do.
Hakuna, angalia vijana hawa.
Engineer. That's Joshua right there, man. Watch out for him. He's going to be the next.
Hebu ni forward. Ni aibu sana maze. Tusidanganya, haye ni aibu.
So after that, I saw the need of different areas. The needs, they are more. Like they have more needs that what you can offer. The pupils are so much.
Sasa wacha mimi nionyeshe.
Staff members.
Nionyeshe huyo kijana
to have the
vile amefanya
the right number.
Very young man.
The kids who come to school. Yeah. Also, you can't have like a kid on an empty stomach in a class. So you need to have like food to give them so that they have that right energy, right mindset, to stay there. So you.
Wacha nionyeshe.
The
just so that you're supposed to become not the second parent. Because you just want their food, their well-being.
I'm building this video.
The education, not the resources they need and stuff.
This is the first of 100 wells we're gonna build in this video.
Cheki kijana huyo ameshinda maleaders huko yani.
You just witnessed a small village in Kenya get access to unlimited clean drinking water in less than a second. One down, 99 more wells in Africa.
Kijana tu yani size yangu ma 40s ma 37 hivi.
Wells are going to give around
maybe even younger than
fresh water to drink. And after building some more wells on this side of Kenya, we
yani ni maleader amoni ni aibu.
And let's just say,
mtu ametoka from nowhere amekuja amepatia wananchi kwa village fulani maji. Alafu nyinyi mmekaa hapo na English nyingi na $2 billion kwa account. Na huyu kijana even younger than you yani
I appreciate it.
Hii ni aibu mazee kwa sisi wa Afrika. Yani aibu.
Upon our arrival, and Nolan got really into it. Nolan's the most awkward person I've ever met, and that's a lot coming from me. And after being shown around the school,
yeah, I'm our guest.
How's it going? Oh, you having a good day? It's nice meeting you. One of the teachers showed me where the students currently get their water, which is from this river. That's extremely unsafe to drink. This is where your students used to get water from?
Yes.
This is crazy.
Yeah. You know, students complaining of diarrhea, infections like typhoid, because this is the water we've been using. So we try to treat, but you see, look at it, you know, but at the end of the day,
angalia vile wananchi wanachukua hiyo maji ya kwenda kunywa mazee.
This situation
is obviously mimi nasikia ni kuchoma hao kila mtu mazee. Inaumiza mazee kwa wenzetu vile wanaishi.
But at least for this village, we're going to put an end to it right now. I don't think this job.
Ni aibu mazee yani. No.
Let's see if we can find some water.
Aibu sana mazee.
It is raining. It's beautiful.
Aibu sana yani.
It's fed into enormous barrels like this one. And once they're built into the water towers, all of the neighboring villages will not only have clean drinking water, but a pressurized water source as well, which in short means no more doing laundry and unsafe water. And boom! On a scale of 1 to Nolan's mom, how heavy is it? Nolan's mom times 2. Oh God. Dude, I'll push you off of it. Whoa. All right, here we go. Under control. We built 20 more wells in Kenya, and after we were done, bro has another well in. Don't worry, I have more water in my other shoe. And just so you know how we built these first 29 wells, we used this giant drill to dig hundreds of feet.
Hakuna hata nini wamefikiria kununua mashini kama hizi. Mashini kama hizi ndio tunataka nyingi huko Kenya.
After that, we
unapeleka huko huko North Kenya ambao hawana maji unakama. Unachukua hiyo maji unapeleka huko mna chimba shimo watu wanakuwa. Hii ni ujinga gani ambao tunaikaa watu wanatubwa na control hapo.
How much water can this provide a day?
3,600 gallons a day.
Not only will this well cover the 400 kids at this school, but literally the entire neighborhood and village around this school can use this well. Oh, no problem. This thing can basically pump non-stop for 30 years. You would think that having an effect of this magnitude would require the resources and funding of a large government, but that's not true. Solving this problem is possible, and something humanity should all be putting effort in to fix.
What's the secret of success?
To be honest, just find something you love doing and do it for a long period, and eventually you'll succeed. So I'm going to bring it super close. See us? Is that cool? If you look up, it's recording. All right, well, I'm going to get close. All right. Yeah, you can see yourself. We were also able to install a well for this village, and these 12 other villages.
Yani 12 villages mazee.
We were also able to update
na kuna jilida lolote ama jigavana lolote huko Kenya limefanya hivi. Na sijui kama wanaona hivi. Ama wamesema huyu kijana ametusaidia kazi. Sisi pesa sasa tunaweza kando tukakula. Hivyo maybe ndio walikuwa kwa ofisi wanafikiria.
Whiteboards and projectors in all the classrooms. Do you guys like the projector?
We were using a chalk and then a lot of glass. But today,
Afrika ugonjwa mkubwa Afrika ni ujinga. Hiyo ndio ugonjwa mkubwa tusidanganya. Hata Nyerere alisema hivyo.
They had it even harder. Every time they need to get water.
Huyo ndio ugonjwa ambao tufukuze Afrika, ujinga mwingi.
And that mile-long hike also happens to be on a giant mountain.
I wake up very early.
about 4 o'clock so that I can.
Tulirogwa na Waarabu. Waarabu ndio walikuja kwanza.
Chances of getting an injury is very high.
So while we worked on
Ama ni wa
the
Greece.
community took me to see how they currently source their water.
Watu roga mabongo zetu tukakuwa wajinga.
2 times a day. Oh wow. So a typical
wakafunga vifuli kwa maubongo zetu wakatupa ufunguo. Sasa tumebaki tunatembea na ubongo ambao imefungwa kifuli. Sisi tuko tunatafuta ufunguo ya kufungua hiyo ubongo. Tuanze kufikiria normal again.
How difficult this hike was. And these people go through all.
Hii bana, hii si ati ni kuingiliana. Hapa ni kuambiana ukweli bana.
This is where you guys get your water from normally?
Yes.
Hapa ni kuambiana ukweli. Hii si ati ni matusi ama nadharau wenzangu sijui nini. Najua kuna wengine wataongea hapo kwa hii kamera wakiona hii video. Kuna wengine wapo hapo nje. Huyu amedharau wenzetu, anasema Afrika tuna akili sijui nini. Sijasema hivyo.
I got it. And now instead of spending hours a day for unsafe water, their new well is only 10 feet from the school.
Wakoloni walikuja wakaturoga, tusidanganyane. Sasa wanarudi na roho nzuri. Mpaka vijana sasa wamekuja watano watundia. Sasa wakoloni wapya Afrika ni maleaders. Sasa ndio wakoloni wetu wapya. Wakoloni walirudi kwao. Sasa wakoloni ni wenzetu ambao tunaweka na kwa maleaders. Wateseka mlipe mabills hapo mpaka hapo mna maji alafu nini? Alafu na ni mwenzenyu mweusi kama wewe. Huyo ndio mkoloni wetu mpya huyo. Mkoloni sasa ni wewe mwenyewe.
This loss of life is insane and absolutely unacceptable. The moment we heard about this, we knew we had to help. So while we started work on a new bridge that would let them reach their well, we then traveled over 2,000 miles from Kenya to the country of Zimbabwe. We've been in Africa for over a week. We still have a lot more wells to do.
Sasa nitamalizia hapo kwa vile jamaa ameenda Zimbabwe tena kwenda kutengeneza huko vitu ambao ma leaders hawaezi kufanya mambo kama hayo. Wamekaa hapo tu na kusibisha matumbo zao na ukabila. Hii ujinga hii Afrika tuache hii ujinga maze, tusidanganyane. Tunateseka juu ya yani ukabila, ujinga mwingi, alafu na uwizi na ukora. Uwizi mwingi kwa government, kwa baba kwa parliament. Mtasikia every year pesa imepotea. I mean, alafu ikipotea mtapata mtu ana $2 billion in account. Na tujue ametoa wapi? Atatudanganya eti ni kampuni yake we. Dola hata si shilingi. Msisahau kuna watu wa Kenya wenzetu wana $3 billion hapo Kenya, wamekaa tu na mwaoni na hakuna kitu atasaidia. Bado tutakaa hapa tu tunatembea kuchukiana ukabila sijui nini, na bado njaa itaki kujua kama wewe ni kabila gani. Kiu haitaki kujua, na pia kifo ni hivyo hivyo. Kwa hivyo ile mimi nitasema kufa ni easy, lakini kuishi ni ngumu sana hapa duniani. Tusidanganyane. Kombo Abel kama dawa. Nilikuwa nimeleta hapa hii video moja hapa, at least niwafungue akili, niwaambie kweli nyumbani hakuna kitu kitabadilika. Tusidanganyane. Hata umweke sijui nani, hakuna. Kwaherini.